I have a Acura TLX here.
I stay putting in that work. Everything I get, I murk. You can tell by the way I walk, I ain't just talking about it. I stay putting in that work. Everything I get, I murk. You can tell by the way I walk, I ain't just talking about it. I stay putting in that work. I'm up in the morning like 5 in the morning, I'm already on. So when you just getting out of the box, boy, I'm round in the corner.
I have a Acura TLX here. This one got hit right in this bottom corner of this quarter panel right here. Wadded up the rocker panel and quarter panel really bad right in this area. This is requiring a new quarter panel as bad as this is folded up. But the new quarter panel only comes to right about here. So once I get the quarter panel cut off, I'm gonna repair the rocker panel area. Once that's off, I'll go ahead and work all this back into shape and I'll start fitting up my new quarter panel. Unfortunately, on these, they don't sell a uniside, which is the whole side of the car. You have to buy each panel individually. It would have been a lot easier if they did sell a uniside. Then I have my new panel right here. You can see that's as far as it comes. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start cutting this one apart. And once I get the panel cut off, then I'll start working this rocker panel out. So they put this foam in there and you got to remove it before you put the new panel on, otherwise it will catch fire when you're welding. And then it's expandable foam, so I'll put it in whenever the car's off, whenever the new panel's on. I spray it in there and then it'll expand back up. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start working out this rocker area. This is supposed to be a 90-degree angle right here, like it is up here. It's kind of flattened out, but as I work that out, this bulge should all flatten out. I'm gonna try to do it with this rod. We'll see how it goes. I might have to weld a tab on there. I'm gonna see what I could do with this first though. So before I start fitting the quarter panel, this rocker panel is dented in right down here. And I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to go about fixing this. I'm going to draw a line right at the peak of this curve right here, roughly. I just got to get it close. So now I have these keys. I'm going to zap these right across that line. Then I'll put a bar through it and I'll use that to pull this area out. And I'll work the crown out, which is like the high spot right here. They call it a crown. And as I pull that out, I'll work that out and straighten out the stent right here. I believe they say each of these keys has roughly 40 pounds of pulling force. So when you get a bunch of them on there, you can pull pretty hard with it. So I went ahead and I fit this door up to the quarter panel just to make sure it's sitting roughly exactly where I want it before I make my final cuts. So it looks good now. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make my final cuts on the car. I'm gonna actually just mark this one. Then I'll take the quarter panel back off and cut it. And this top one, I'm just gonna cut through both of the layers at the same time. So I would do that down here, except for I don't have very much quarter panel. If it came longer, like a lot of them do, I would have cut through both, but being I don't have much to play with, I'm gonna mark it and just make one cut right there.